Are you considering a debt settlement agency to manage your overwhelming debt? It's a tempting thought, like hiring a honey badger to guard your picnic basket from a swarm of angry wasps. Sure, it works, but there's also a good chance you'll end up with a more complicated problem. Today, we'll explore the potential legal risks associated with debt settlement agencies. Because while these agencies promise to help you escape the quicksand of debt, they often fail to mention the potential for sinking even deeper. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the murky waters of debt settlement. Let's start with the foundation of your financial well-being, your credit score. Think of it as your financial GPA. A good score opens doors to better loan terms, lower interest rates, and even housing opportunities. But here's the kicker: debt settlement companies often require you to stop making payments to your creditors. This, my friends, is like dropping out of all your classes and expecting a glowing academic recommendation. Your creditors, much like your professors, will not be pleased. They'll report your delinquency to the credit bureaus, sending your score plummeting faster than a lead balloon in a hailstorm. And the worst part? This negative impact can linger for years, haunting your financial future like a vengeful ex. Debt settlement agencies often boast about their ability to negotiate with creditors, painting a rosy picture of reduced debt and financial freedom. It's a seductive promise, like a late-night infomercial selling a miracle cure-all. But here's the harsh reality. There's no guarantee your creditors will agree to the proposed settlement terms. They are under no obligation to play ball, and they might just laugh in the face of your offer. This leaves you stuck with unresolved debt, a mountain of accumulated fees, and a debt settlement agency that's already pocketed their commission. It's like hiring a magician to make your debt disappear, only to find out they just stuffed it up their sleeve while you were distracted by the sparkly smoke. Debt settlement companies are not charities, folks. They're businesses, and businesses need to make money. That's where the fees come in. And oh boy, are there fees! You'll encounter upfront fees, monthly fees, processing fees, and even we just made this up, fees. It's like attending a music festival where you're charged extra for the air you breathe. These fees can quickly eat away at any potential savings from a settlement, leaving you wondering if you just paid someone to rearrange the deck chairs on the Titanic. Remember, the debt settlement industry is largely unregulated, which means these fees can vary wildly and often lack transparency. It's like playing poker against a guy wearing mirrored sunglasses in a darkened room. You have no idea what you're getting into until it's too late. Here's a fun little nugget of information that debt settlement agencies conveniently forget to mention. Forgiven or settled debt can be considered taxable income by the IRS. That's right, the government might decide they want a slice of the pie you didn't even get to eat. This means you could end up owing taxes on the amount of debt that was forgiven, adding another layer of financial burden to your already precarious situation. It's like winning a free cruise, only to find out you're responsible for the fuel costs, port taxes, and mandatory all-you-can-eat buffet surcharge. Debt settlement is not a quick fix. It's a long, drawn-out process that requires patience, discipline, and a high tolerance for frustration. You'll need to save up a significant chunk of money to offer as a lump sum payment to your creditors, which can take months or even years. Meanwhile, your creditors are growing increasingly impatient, like a toddler waiting in line at Disneyland. They might resort to more aggressive collection tactics, including lawsuits and wage garnishments. And remember, during this whole waiting period, your credit score is still taking a beating, making it harder to secure any other forms of financial assistance. It's like waiting for a bus in a rainstorm while wearing a sign that says, "Kick me." Here's the ultimate nightmare scenario: a failed debt settlement. It's like ordering a pizza and finding out they only delivered the box. If your creditors reject the settlement offer, you're back to square one. Only now you've wasted valuable time, incurred additional fees, and potentially damaged your credit score even further. To add insult to injury, your creditors might decide to sue you for the full amount owed, plus all the accumulated interest and penalties. This can lead to a debt avalanche, burying you under a mountain of financial obligation. It's like trying to extinguish a fire with gasoline. You might think you're solving the problem, but you're actually making it much, much worse. Navigating the choppy waters of debt settlement requires careful consideration and a thorough understanding of the potential risks involved. While it might seem like a lifeline in times of financial distress, it's crucial to remember that debt settlement is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a complex process with significant implications for your credit score, your relationship with creditors, and your overall financial well-being. Before you jump headfirst into the debt settlement abyss, consider seeking guidance from a qualified debt defense attorney. They can provide personalized advice, help you understand your legal rights, and guide you toward the best course of action for your specific situation. Remember, you don't have to navigate these treacherous waters alone. Contact D1 Law today for expert legal guidance and support.